Hey, welcome to this episode of JB Outdoors. You know, a little bit different episode today. They say mockery is a sign of flattery. At least that's the way we're going to take today's episode. Because recently my daughter, who's in college, was assigned a project. She decided to make summer sausage, which is great. We know how to do it. She's done it. We've got the resources. So for her project, she spoofed us. She took our whole hustle, JB Outdoors, and made it hers. So today's episode is an episode of HB Outdoors, and she's going to show you how to make summer sausage. You ain't going to believe it. Y'all check this out.
It's time now for JB Outdoors.
Welcome to another episode of JB Outdoors. Woo!
JB Outdoors was filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Hey everybody, welcome to this episode of JB Outdoors.
What? Wait, no. No.
Oh, we're not? Oh.
We're not on. No, Dad, wrong channel. Wrong channel. This is my channel
Sorry,
today.
wrong channel.
My channel today. Okay. Hey everybody, this is HB Outdoors, and today we're out here in the woods. We're out here in the woods trying to find us a deer because for my project, I am making what's called summer sausage, which is a super good, super fresh, yummy, delicious homemade meal that my family likes to eat all the time. And for the purpose of this project, I'm going to show you how we make that summer sausage all the way back to finding the deer in the woods in the first place. So we're out here in the woods today, me and my dad, going to see if we can find us out here in the woods today. Me and my dad going to see if we can find us a nice deer to take home and make a nice batch of summer sausage to share with you guys. So we're out here, let's see what we can see. All right, guys, we found it. All right, now that the animal's been harvested, we're here in the walk-in cooler that my dad actually built himself. Link in the description. So now that we're here, we usually let our animals sit for a minimum of 3 days. This one's actually been sitting for about a week, which is pretty normal. And we let him sit so that the muscles in the animal will actually relax and become really tender, make it nice and easy for us to go straight into what's called deboning. And that's a process where we clean out all the cartilage and lymph nodes that are actually not edible and we don't want when we're making our actual sausage. And from there, after deboning, we'll go straight to the grinder. Alright, so now we're at the stage called the grind, where we're going to grind all our meat. You're actually looking at the first stage of the meat grind. We grind our meat 3 times. First time is the coarse grind, which is this is the product of the coarse grind right here. The second grind gives it that finer look for the actual summer sausage itself. And the third grind is the grinding of the fat, which we only grind 1 time to give the summer sausage that nice particle definition. Okay, so now we're gonna mix our meat together to make the sausage. And we already have the pork fat in here kind of moving around, and now I'm gonna mix in the meat. So we're just gonna dump a little bit of this in here at a time. Just like that. Okay, so on top of the fat and the meat, we're also gonna mix our seasoning. So we have in here, we got summer sausage seasoning, and this pink stuff is cure salt. And then we're also gonna mix in a little bit of water with that, just to mix it all up. So we're gonna do that. Then we just mix it up. So now that we mix our secret seasoning, we're gonna mix it in with the meat. So we just pour it in like this. Just like that. Yeah, that's it. We let it mix. Alright, so after this mixes for a few minutes, we're gonna add in peppercorn and cheese. for this specific batch of flavor that we want. So we're gonna go ahead and add those in. Okay, so finally we're gonna add what's called encapsulated citric acid, and this is basically kind of like our secret ingredient that just gives it that really nice twangy flavor that kind of makes for our signature summer sausage. So we're just gonna add this in, and then we'll go straight to packing the meat. Okay, so after we finish mixing the meat, then we're gonna put it in the stuffer, which is this right here, and then we're gonna pack each individual summer sausage like so. Okay, so these are the casings we're gonna use to pack the summer sausage today. These are 2-pound casings, but you can get them in pretty much any size you want. But before we pack the meat in the casings, we have to soak them just to get them nice and pliable, so they're easier to put the meat into. So we're gonna let these soak for a little bit before we pack our sausage. Okay, so we're gonna take one of our casings and feed it on. Then my dad's gonna actually help me out with this. He's gonna grind it, and I'm just gonna keep it nice and tight so we don't want any air bubbles coming through. And this is actually gonna come out to 2 pounds. We're gonna weigh it and make sure afterwards. Okay, give it one more. Put it on the scale. See, it's a little over.
2 1/4.
2 1/4. Just like that. And then we'll top off these casings with a metal ring. Then they'll be ready to go in the smoker. All right, everybody, today's the day we're finally gonna smoke our summer sausage, and we got up super early before the crack of dawn this morning and loaded up our smoker. We evenly spaced out all the sausage individually on the racks, stuck a couple temperature probes in there to help us monitor our temperature. We can actually do that through our mobile device, which is pretty neat. And we evenly spaced out the sausage so that the heat can circulate nice and evenly throughout there. And we typically let our sausage smoke anywhere from between 8 to 12 hours. And so we're getting close to time to check on our sausage to see if it's about to temperature. And then once our sausage gets to 165 degrees Fahrenheit, we're going to pull it out and soak it in an ice bath. And the purpose of that ice bath is to stop the cooking and to seal the casing. So that way when we remove the casing from the sausage, all of our meat stays intact and it makes for a nice pretty presentation of what you see. And that is what we call our summer sausage. Thanks for watching this episode of HB Outdoors. We ended with a total of 25 pounds of summer sausage. We used 20 pounds of venison, 5 pounds of fat, peppercorn, and high-temp cheese. You know you want to try it. It's delicious. Now it's time to seal them up and send them on their way. Thanks again for watching. This has been an episode of HB Outdoors. Later.